Saint-Saëns was a genius of note. His hundreds of works we could quote. But this Grande Fantaisie Zoologique began as a work tongue-in-cheek, with limited ends to be kept among friends as a private musical tweak. But little did he know that the future world would show this musical pun of animal fun outshines all else that he wrote. So now appears this zoo for the ears, our tonal species all, aquatic and ethereal, terrestrial and imperial, in sizes large and small. Clarinets to coo and crow, cellos swan like floating bow, wild beasts in pianistic race, cans of grand retarded carapace. The Lion King, our king of beasts, as leader now will take his place, with chromatic roar and measured pace, and start our circus in the bass. Philharmonic violins practice like the Dickens. Here, with all their bows and scales, they try to sound like chickens. They come in flocks, all of a feather, but sometimes do not bow together. For many hens, one rooster's crow, as Philharmonic's Ed will show, and then, to put an end to hen, a final keyboard blow. Next come wild asses from Tibet. In French they're called Amianese. With these our master meant to tease the pianistic set. Saint-Saëns was a pianist too, and he knew well indeed Three-legged beasts with striped keys love best to show their speed. Turtles, maestoso, carapace for torso. Parody of Offenbach, any slower it would stop. Can't be done that way, going slow and more so. As elephants, we have for you two mats, an ats, a Jane, a John, and last not least, a Plews. In parody of Felix M. and Sylphs of Berlioz, too, with trunks and tusks they'll take their place, with husky melody and bass, and show us what this triple bass of pachyderms can do. Kangaroos on bended knees jump up, down in the antipodes. Other leapers could be fleas or monkeys jumping in the trees. Pianists do it on the keys like Webb and Hornibrook with ease. For life aquatic, Saint-Saëns brings us fishes strange and wondrous things, all flowing by on muted strings. A fluted fish with song that floats upon cascading piano notes, and glistening glockenfish that ring. Aquariums are all these things. Hee-haw for violins alone, harmonic first, a note up high, and then a lower tone. No treble beauty in this try, it's just an imitative cry. Mules are stubborn, so they say, but violins can play that way, especially alone. Cuckoo's call is clear and bright upon the quiet evening breeze, while in the pianistic night floats gentle music of the keys. He knows what he's supposed to do. He knows that to thyself be true. So he repeats a note or two, no matter what the others do. Could be he is cuckoo. bird can flutter way up high, it swoops and flickers in the sky. Sometimes it lights upon the staff, its ledger lines leave one aghast. Its notes have many tails below which show it just how fast to go. Our bird, a Betsy here, doth blow, her fingers wiggling nimbly so. Below, in tremolo of strings, we hear the supple fluttering wings, and chirps and peeps and trills abound in both pianos all around. Pianists, our beloved saint was one, and therefore he should know, are animals who stride the keys while pedaling below. At music schools, IU for one, such beasts exist today. They're caged in padded practice cells and pound out notes all day. So our composer asks if we might show the student gaucherie of pianist scales played endlessly in every single key. Amidst all these musical mammals, Saint-Saëns has inserted some bones, some tunes to bury and forget, and he even includes his own, the one you will hear on the xylophone. He says that we might well exclude from future repertoire such worn-out tunes as Clair de Lune and Twinkle Little Star, and Una Voce Poco Fa and Mon Ami Pierrot. They're overdone, no longer fun, and really ought to go, the saint seems to be saying. Play my symphonies and such, and not be always laboring that danse macabre so much. But despite what dead composers say, old irony will have its way, and we know now that these old tunes all make the top 10 list today. This is a serious moment, all comedy aside. The part that Saint-Saëns loved the best and cellists play with pride. In most performances, you know, a single cellist steals the show, but here we will present you with a multiple reward. 11 swans a-gliding over rippling piano chords. For our finale, we rejoin all beasts in grand array, the lions, asses, hens, and bones, and donkeys' one last bray. For all of this, let's thank the strings, and Webb and Hornibrook's melodious tones, the clarinet and flute and things, and Ed's dead xylophone. Our patron saint has had his say, our animals will go their way. Now we must bid adieu. But ere we go and close the show, I must admit to you, my first name's Carl, my last is Henn. I'm safe, it has an extra N. But just for fun, I'll join in too and add my voice. Cock-a-doodle-doo!